Hello everyone, you are welcome to Kele Kitchen. Join us to prepare some African salad. Yes, African salad is a cassava flakes dish we made from dry cassava. We call it abacha in our dialect, and it is popularly known as African salad. So this is a dry cassava flakes. So here is the ingredients we are going to be using to achieve this. So I will show you the ingredients one after the other. Are you gonna use? Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much. We are making African salads today. This is our African salad. We call it abacha. So here we got it from cassava flakes. Cassava flakes, you dry the cassava, you boil cassava and grate it and dry it. After drying, this is how it will look. So these are the ingredients you're gonna use to make this delicious meal. Here we have some dry hot pepper. We have some dry pepper, black pepper dry. This is the seed one. So we have our pepper here. We have our onions. We have also yellow hot pepper. We have our crayfish. It's a powdered one inside. So this is our palm oil, red palm oil. This is salt to taste. And we have also our seasoning cubes. These are our seasoning cubes. So these are the ingredients you're gonna use to prepare our dish. And also we have our assorted meat. We call it Nkwobo. We are going to be preparing the meat as well. Here is our meat. So we are going to be removing the skin, the meat from the bone. The meat is already cooked. I cooked this yesterday. So join me as we prepare African salad and Nkwobo. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hello, Steve. Oh, Steve, you're welcome back again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You always join me. You always see my notification. Thank you so much. I appreciate your efforts and your courage, encouragement, and your support. Thank you, everyone. So we're gonna set this aside and prepare the meat first. So join me as we prepare the meat. If you want to prepare the meat, you take your time with some you're gonna use some sharp knife. All right. So with your sharp knife, you're gonna first of all prepare and remove the sauce. So you wash your hand clean. My hand is already washed. Let me wash it again for the second time. So now your hand is clean. So you start to do what? Remove the meat. See, the meat is already cooked. As you can see, it is now soft. So we go ahead and start removing the meat from the bone. We call it Nkwobo. This is assorted meat, whereby when you finish removing the meat, the soft part, you use local spice to prepare this. We normally do this whenever we have festivity. We have party, feast, local feast like marriage, ceremony, bride price. When you are paying for the dowry of the lady. We also prepare it in wedding ceremony, African feast, and also we do prepare it at home as well. If you want to have a taste of party. So this is how the meat looks like. So once you you boil the meat, it's easy for you to remove. And here is the bone as well. So we are removing the meat, soft part from the bone. So gently like this, you go ahead and separate the meat from the bone. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for the like, for the support, for the encouragement. If you are just joining us, welcome to Kele Kitchen. Give us some like and tell us where you're watching us from. Let us become friends. Subscribe to our channel. As you can see, we're gonna hit 1K today. So we are almost there. So give us your subscription. Let us hit 1K. Yeah. 1K challenge. 1K sub challenge. You're gonna hit 1K today. Subscribe. Let us go to 1K. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Steve, thank you so much. God will bless you. God will reward you. God will support you also in everything you do. In your family, God will settle you. In Jesus' name, I pray for Steve and for my viewers, my returning views. Thank you all. So gently we are removing the meat from this. We are removing the meat from the bone. We call it Nkwobo. Nkwobo is a peppered meat prepared with local spice. All right. I know everybody's doing fine. Happy weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. Tell us where you're connecting from. What is it in your area? Morning, evening, night? I know we all had a wonderful week. We are now towards the weekend. How are we spending our weekend? Can you let us know in the comment section? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the like. Thank you, everyone. You are warmly welcome to Kele Kitchen. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. All right, here we go. So we are still busy with the meat. I wanted to do this off the camera, offline, but I just decided to carry all my viewers along. So that's why it can take a little time, but nevertheless, it's worth it so that the viewers can be carried along. Yeah, this is live cooking. Live cooking. So gently we cook and cook and cook. So So this meat now we are removing the skin from. After now, we are going to add some spice, local spice, add some palm oil, and then it is ready. Thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget to give us some like. If you have not liked our video, also don't forget to subscribe, all right? So here we go, meat, slicing of the meat. So this meat, it is from cow meat. It's from cow skin, cow leg. So we cherish that part of the meat. Can you let us know in the comment section, do you like cow leg? Which part of the cow meat do you prefer? Do you eat cow at all? That's the first question. Do you eat cow meat? Do you like cow meat? So if you do, let us know the parts you like. So let us know in the comment section. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Kele Kitchen. Give us some like and your support. So once you are doing this, make sure you have a sharp knife. I like these very knives I'm using. It's my favorite knife in the kitchen. Very small but sharp. It's very handy. It helps me a lot in the kitchen. So with a sharp knife, you can use it to remove all the meat from the bone. So make sure you cook the meat well to be soft, otherwise it will be hard to separate the meat from the bone, all right? You can actually use any meat of your choice, not necessarily that it will be cow leg. If you don't like cow leg, you can use any meats. You prepared peppered meats with local spice, Nigerian local spice. If you don't have Nigerian local spice, you can equally use dry pepper. That is black pepper. You can use dry crayfish, that is, or dry prawns. Then you have also your seasoning cubes. This is alternative that what you can use if you don't have local spice. and you want to have a taste of the food. So these are the major things you will need. And also you will need some hot pepper. Pepper that are spicy, all right? Spicy hot pepper. So gently we go, gently we go, gently. This is the first part of the preparation. The first part of the preparation. Is good. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you everyone for joining. We appreciate you all. Princess. Oh, welcome, Princess. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Steve, for welcoming our princess. Princess, you're welcome. I know you are doing good. I know you are doing nice. Stay with us to cook. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Kere Kitchen. So here we go. So thank you everyone for joining. So we have finished the first part. We have finished the first part of removing the bone from the meat. So this is what we have. You can see we have assorted meat here. Thank you so much. So we're gonna set this aside and prepare the ingredients. Look, so I will show you the bone as well. This is the bone. You can see the bone. These are the bones we removed from the meat. See? Yeah. So the bone, we are going to throw it away. All right. So here we go. You're gonna set it aside and prepare the spice we'll be using. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We appreciate you all. This is Gele Kitchen. Welcomes you to our evening cooking. We are making Africa salad. Africa salad. So here we get our blender. So we'll be drying some local ingredients, like I said. So here we have some dry pepper here. This is black dry pepper. So we are going to be drying it as well with our crayfish. Dry crayfish. So these are the dry ingredients we have. So this is our dry crayfish, dry prawns. So with our dry blender, we add some of this here. I think this is too much. I think. Yeah, this is too much. So this much is what you are going to be using. This is 1.5 teaspoons from what I can see here. So you just measure it according to the quantity of what you are going to cook. So we are going to add some dry crayfish so that it will enable the dry pepper. So you can blend it well. So we cover like this. So I will be muting the line so that it will not disturb the sound. So when you are done blending, this is how it will look. So this, I have some pepper and crayfish. So you're gonna set it aside. We're gonna be using it for the meat and as well the Africa salad. So here we go, we set it aside. Now we start with our pepper, our onions. Onions, see, onions, see. So here we are going to be using these 2 onions. So just peel off the skin. Hello, Starly Cooks. You're welcome. How are you doing today? Happy weekend, my sister. How is your family? I know you are all doing good. Welcome to Kele Kitchen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we have Steve asks, what's the difference between the red onions and yellow onions? All right, yeah. You asked a good question. You know, red onion, as you can see, the difference is from the flavor, the spice. The red onions has more power. It's more stronger than this one, this white onion. When you are peeling onions, you notice that it makes you like you are shedding a tears. So these onions, red one has more power. It's more power. It's more medicinal as well. But there's really not much different. You can achieve the same purpose with red onion. So another reason why we combine the two is because of also the color. The color, it helps you to do what to, when you want to garnish your food, it helps to add color. When you add the red onion and just drip it on top of the food, it makes the color to the food to be attractive. So that's another reason. The first one is that it has more power, more stronger than the second one. And again, there are some area that you don't easily find red onion. Like in my area, red onion is very scarce. But white one, you can easily get this one. And this one is also cheaper. This one is also more costly. This one is more costly. So that's just the difference. It is more stronger, it is costly, and it helps you to do what? Garnish your food. It has nice color. That's what I can say. Yeah. So there are people that like to combine the both. So the reason why I'm using the red onion is to just combine, to design and to add the nice color on top of the food. I hope I explained it well. I hope I did. So anyone you like, just use it, all right? If you prefer red, if you can say combine the both of them. They are all good. If you want to get more stronger taste, you use the red one. So, and also for presentation, food presentation is also nice, like I have said. So here I will slice the pepper. The pepper, I will not be blending it. I will just slice it in a smaller size. I will not blend the pepper because it's also for presentation. That's why I'm using this. This red bell pepper is not hot one. This is not the hot one, all right? The reason I'm using it is for presentation, to garnish the food. So when you see the color of this small red pepper inside the food, it makes it to look so good, so attractive. So that's my purpose of using it. So I'm not going to be blending it because the blender I have is not the blender for chopping of fruits or chopping of veggies. If I use the big one, it might make me to add some water and it will make it to blend so soft. So I don't want it that way. So that's why I'm just chopping it like this. Thank you for that question, Steve. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I appreciate the question. So I'm using it for presentation, to garnish the food at the end, to look good. So this pepper, like I said, is not the spicy one. This is just a red bell pepper. All right. I like red bell pepper in my food. So this is how I'm slicing it. So you know, cooking is a skill, all right? So once you learn the skill, you apply it in your cooking. So once you are cooking with sharp knife, just be careful not to cut your fingers. But if you are a master chef, you already know mastered how to use knives in the kitchen. So we are still learning, eh? We are still learning to be master chef. So for these very onions, I'll be slicing it by the side. This one I'll be making it circle for what I want to use it for. So like this, like this. So here I go. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for your like. We welcome you to Kele Kitchen. Feel free to subscribe, give us some like, and tell us where you're connecting from. Thank you so much. Okay. So this one, I'll use a bigger knife because of the size. So this very one, I'll be slicing it in circle form like this because I'll drop it on top of the Africa salad. For decoration, I'll not be using all of them. I'm only using it for decoration. So like this, I'll separate it. So as you can see, this is my purpose of using the red one. I'll just drop it on top of the food when it is done. So it is for garnishing and for presentation of the food. All right. So I will set it aside. So we're gonna set this aside here. So I'll boil some hot water. This is our cassava flakes, the abacha. So we are going to be using warm water to add some warm water on it so that it can now be soft. Once it is soft, then you use it to prepare the abacha, the African salad. So as we are boiling the water, we are going to start to prepare the nkwobo. That is our meat. The meat we have already cut. The meat. Thank you everyone for joining us. So we now come. So this is the pot for the meat. So we are going to be adding if you like, you can wash the pot. If you don't like, you can just go ahead. So it's not necessary washing because I'll be using it to prepare the meat. So it's just the meat stock, some of the meat stock. So now we are going to be adding our red palm oil, the red one. We add just a little. So allow the oil to sizzle. So the oil is sizzle now. Then this is the onions we are going to be using half, because I'll be using half for the Africa salad. So we add half, and also for our pepper, the one I add just a little. So you just give it a mix. So allow it to cook for 1 to 2 minutes. This one does not require much cooking. So after 1 or 2 minutes, you start adding your spice, all the local ingredients and all that, all right? And your pepper, dry pepper, everything, crayfish. So here now I have the hot water is ready. So the hot water is ready. So you now add hot water on top of the Africa salad abacha like this. The hot water will help it to soft, because after drying, this is how we prepare it. You soak it in the hot water. So now we are going to allow it to stay in the hot water for some minutes to soak and be soft. And after, you are going to wash it, all right? So as we set it aside, we come back to our pan. So now, after 1 to 2 minutes, so we start adding our local spice here. This is the pepper we blended with crayfish. So I'm adding 2.5 tablespoons. So we are going to also add our seasoning cubes now. So I'll be adding 2 seasoning cubes for now. After we'll check at the end whether it is enough. So some seasoning cubes too, like this. So we are going to be adding also dry pepper. So you add according to your taste. I added little because the meat, we have seasoned the meat already with pepper. When we are cooking the meat, it has been seasoned. So once everything is together like this, then we are going to add our meat. You can see this is our meat. So gently, you add the meat. And we are going to be adding some meat stock as well. If you don't have meat stock, you can add some little water, all right? Some little water. So here is the meat stock. meat stock. So you're gonna add the meat stock also. This is the remaining stock from the meat. So once you add everything like this, so on a medium heat, you go ahead to mix everything together. I will also be adding green vegetable. Green vegetable. If you have spinach, you can add. If you have kale, there's a special vegetable we normally use at home. We call it oziza. It is like a bitter leaf, a bitter vegetable. So at the moment, I don't have that. So I'll be adding what I have. So feel free to use the ingredients you have at home to prepare the dish. We call it Nkwobo. That is peppered meat. This meat is very spicy. Once you are eating it, make sure you have some drink to cool off your tongue. But you can add the hotness of the pepper, depends on your taste. Okay. So I've not added the crayfish. So I'll add the crayfish now and the vegetable. So we are cooking it on the lowest heat. The reason is for all the ingredients to come together because you've already. So this is our crayfish. So I'll be adding 1.5 tablespoon. 1.5 tablespoon. So now the green vegetable, this is just to garnish it. So like I said, there's a special vegetable we normally use at home. We call it oziza leaves. It is a little bit bitter. It's very medicinal and healthy. So if you have it, you use it. So I don't have it for the moment. That's why I'm using this one. So this is my pepper. I said I add it to give it a nice color, as you can see here. So you go ahead, combine everything together on a medium heat. So after you are going to check for the salt and pepper to know if it is well combined. Once it is up to your taste, then it is done. It is ready. So we set it aside and then we prepare the abacha, the African salad. This dish is commonly known well in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, because I'm from Nigeria. Thank you everyone for joining us. So just go ahead. Once they are combined, you can leave it on the heat for 1 to 2 minutes and then you set it off. It's almost ready. So we're gonna check for salt and for pepper. So you can see this is how it looks. Call it peppered meats. That is the English name. The local name is Nkwobo. So this is how we make Nkwobo. If you want it to be more wet, you can add more water for the juicy. If you want it to be more juicy. So we check for salt and for pepper. I'll be adding more pepper. The pepper is according to your taste, all right? So if you are a lover of pepper hot dish, so I'm also adding 1 extra seasoning cubes. So just go ahead now and mix and mix and mix. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for stopping by. This is Kele Kitchen. Hello, Ronke. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. We are making Nkwobo. It is meat, peppered meat. You can use any meat of your choice. We use cow skin, cow leg. First of all, cook the cow leg to be soft. After that, you remove the meat from the bone, and then you start to prepare it with some spice, onions, crayfish, with your local spice, black pepper, So that is what we use. Thank you, Ronke. That is what you are making. Don't forget to give us some like and tell us where you're watching us from. So the meat is almost ready. So we're gonna leave it to stay for 1 to 2 minutes. One to 2 minutes, so that everything will combine together. If you test it now, it's tasting so good. So look at how it looks. So we are going to leave it to stay for 1 or 2 minutes, and then we off the heat. So this is how it looks, very delicious. So make sure if you are eating this, get some cold drink by the side to cool off your tongue, depending on how spicy you want it to be. So that is it for that chapter. So we cover it and allow it to do what? 1 to 2 minutes, and then it is done. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you all for joining. So this is our abacha. I'll do some cleaning and then we prepare the abacha. Hello, Gladstone. Gladstone, you're welcome to Kele Kitchen. How are you, Gladstone? I know you are doing good. You are doing good. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, are you connecting from Gladstone, if I may ask? Yeah, are you joining us from? So we are doing some cleaning. Let me position this camera. Right, here we go. Thank you everyone for joining. If you are still watching and you have not given us some like, let's do well and like our video. So here we go now. So we are going to wash the abacha. Thank you everyone for joining. Hello, Sister Uchechi. How are you doing today? You're welcome. You're warmly welcome. Thank you. We are making Africa salads. As you can see here, we have our abacha. It has been soaking in some hot warm water. So we have finished making nkwobi. We made nkwobi. So we are going to be enjoying it with some nkwobi, hot peppered meat from cow leg. So now it's time for us to wash the abacha like this. You add some warm water, make it soft, and then here you go. You add another water. Thank you so much. I know you are doing fine. How is your weekend going? Welcome to another weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? What will you be doing in this weekend? So like this, I'll just squeeze it to reduce some water because you don't want it to be too wet. So gently, you scoop it from the up. As you are washing, you check also if there's any other dirt, unwanted things, you can remove them. Because this goes a lot of processes when you are making it. As you can see like this. See what I am doing? It goes a lot of processes when we are processing the cassava. So you might get some things you don't like. So gently like this, you wash. So you just pick out some things you don't like. So like this, you squeeze. If you have a good quality Africa salad, it will not break. There are some Africa salad that are not good quality. Once you add them in a warm water, they will start to break apart. It will be soggy. If you have a good one, it will just be like this. Once you clean it, see, this one is very good. Okay, I'm just checking to see if there is anything. I think I saw something. I think maybe not. So this is how we clean it. You wash it. Yeah, I've seen it. This is what I'm looking for. It's a dry cassava flakes. So gently, like this, you go. So I remove some of the water. I add another one back. Thank you everyone for joining us. Give us some like and don't forget to subscribe. Tell us where you're watching from. So this is how we do it. So once you're getting towards the parts here, you just be careful to avoid sand, okay? See, there's some sand there, as you can see. Just be careful. Add more water. like this. Then with your hand, like this, you just scoop it from the top. Make sure you have enough water. With the water, it will help you to be scooping it from the top. So gently, until you are done. Like this, you scoop it. Once you are doing like this, you cannot get the sand. The sand will just be sinking under. Like this. You scoop it from the top. Like this. See? So we are almost done. So this one. Yeah. So this one. Just watch out. You will see the sand. You see the sand? These are the sand I'm talking about. See it? So that is it. It's the processing of the cassava flakes. It involves a lot of, it takes a lot of process. So that's why you see sand most at times when you are washing it. So once you are done washing, then you set it aside. And we are good to go. Thank you everyone for joining. This is Kele Kitchen. I'm making Africa salad. So here is what we have. It's already clean. Let me bring it closer. So here are the ingredients. So we get ready for the abacha. Abacha. So we are going to be using this pot for the abacha. So on a medium heat, you add some red palm oil. So this is palm oil we are going to be using. We're not going to be using much, just a little. So you're gonna bring it allow it to melt. So once the oil is melted, then you go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. So the same pattern we use for the Nkwobo is also the same pattern we use for this one. So the oil is melted already. So we add our onions like this. Let me bring this close. So now, allow it to sizzle. So this is our the dry ingredient we make. That is our dry pepper and the crayfish. So we add some little. We are going to be adding the rest towards the end. So we are going to mix the abacha now. Add our seasoning cubes. Then we add the abacha, the Africa salad. So this is my seasoning cubes. I'll be adding 2 for now. The same spice we use for the Nkwobo is what we are using also, because they goes together. It's the dish that goes together. They goes together. The kitchen is smelling so nice. So give it a mix like this, and then we add our Africa salad. As you can see, you gently add. So you reduce the heat on the lowest heat. That is what you will bring. Your heat. You don't cook this, just the heat. The purpose of the heat is to bring everything together. So gently you start mixing it to combine. After you finish mixing, then we now add the crayfish and then the remaining dry pepper, the black pepper. Remember, we blended it with some crayfish. So the reason we are adding it on top is that everything will be fresh. You want to have a taste of it. So here we go. So now we add other things. This is the pepper. I add some. So for the mix, I'll be adding some what is it called? Some stockfish. So here I have some stockfish I cooked also. I'll be adding some stockfish. It makes sense. Makes very sense to this food. But this is optional. This very part is optional. If you don't have stockfish, it's optional there. So you skip that part. So here is the pepper with the crayfish, the remaining one. So you go ahead and add. So you give it a mix. So after you check for salt and for pepper, depending on your taste. So if you have a mixed stock, you can set it aside. When you are eating, it feels like to add mixed stock, just drop it on top of the food. All right, so we are not adding meat stock here. So like this is how it is. We call it abacha, Africa salad. Here we come. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you so much. This is so good. I'll be adding one more seasoning cubes with a little salt. So just season it according to your taste. If you notice, I hardly add salt. Sometimes I prefer to use seasoning cubes in place of salt because it makes the food to have more nice tastes. So I do use a little salt. Little salt. Little salt. Little salt. So once you have finished checking the taste, pepper and the Maggi cube and the salt, your food is ready. It's done. Doesn't take time at all. So once you're done, just off the heat, okay? You off the heat because you're not cooking it. Just the low heat to make sure to bring everything together, to combine all the spice together. That's why we use low heat. Low heat. So here we are now. We are done cooking. So we are going to serve the dish. I will show you how we serve the dish. How we serve this dish. And how we decorate it as well. So here in the plates, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for joining. So this is how it is. You can see the African salad is ready. You can see the color. African salad is ready. So here is also our peppered meats. The peppered meats, you can see, we call it Nkwobo. It's looking so good. So we're gonna serve everything together. So here we go, like this. You wish. So here we go. We want to garnish the food like this. Like this, like this. So this is called garden egg. This is our red onions. So this is what we have here. As you can see, we have finished. This is the Nkwobo, call it Nkwobo. And here is the Africa salad. So well garnished with some. This is garden egg. And this is the onions, the red one. We use it for decoration or presentation. And here is our cucumber. So the cucumber will help you because the food is hot. So as you are eating, it will help you to cool off your tongue. So here is the Nkwobo. These are the pepper. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. And this is a fish to go with it, the protein. Thank you everyone. This is Kele Kitchen. If you have not liked our video, do well to like us. Tell us where you're watching us from. Let us be friends. Yes. All right. So we are done cooking for today. This is how far we can go. And I shall see you next in my next live video. Thank you everyone that has joined us. If you have not given us your like, go ahead and like our video. Connect with us and we shall see you soon. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Steve, thank you so much. Uchechi, thank you so much. Gladstone, thank you all. We appreciate you. Yeah, looks delicious. Thank you so much. Thank you. See the red onions we are talking about? I use it to do what? To just garnish and dress and make it looks good. Thank you, everyone. This is the peppered meat. The cucumber is to help you when you are eating to cool off your tongue because it's a hot dish. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you hopefully next week. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for joining. This is how far we can go. Yeah, it is yummy. Yeah, it tasted so good. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful time. And bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. We've